Hey gang, this is Tasha from the CBD Source Podcast, and we're coming to Vegas, baby. Cole Chaney, the host of the CBD Source Podcast, and Cannabidiet Chef Ryan Weber are attending MJ BizCon 2019. We'll be interviewing vendors, celebrities, and the general public while walking around the Las Vegas Convention Center from Wednesday, December 11th to Friday, December 13th. On Thursday, the boys will have a private booth in Podcast Row from 2:30 to 4 p.m. for a few prime interviews. If you're planning on attending MJ BizCon and would like to talk to the host of the CBD Source Podcast and want to appear on an upcoming episode of the show, give us a call and let us know. 1-833-CBD-GANG. That's 1-833-223-4264. You can also let us know via email at cbdsourcepodcast@gmail.com, and we'll CBD you there.
Hey gang, I'm Cole Chaney, and this is episode 35 of the CBD Source Podcast. Happy Hemp Day. You're listening to the CBD Source Podcast, your source for all things CBD. Coming up on the show today, we ventured down a road we've yet to walk. CBD Beauty. So posh. So luxurious. We've got a guest who's made a name for herself in Dallas for doing CBD spray tans. We'll get to that in a bit. Then we'll announce 2 new prizes we'll be giving away based on our guest. The first 2 CBD Beauty prizes we've ever given out. Stay tuned to see how to win those. Later in the show, Cannabidiet Chef Ryan talks about his latest spider-related injury and a house that he just purchased that happens to be, let's say, already occupied. Our Vape Expert Anthony's back after a week out with the flu. Because he missed that Thanksgiving episode, we talk about our Thanksgiving experiences and what he's grateful for. So gang, let's Cannabidive right into it and give a warm CBD Source Podcast welcome to our guest, owner of No Bad Looks in Dallas, Texas, Stephanie Lynch.
Gang, you're listening to the CBD Source Podcast.
Good to finally meet you, Stephanie, by the way.
Yeah.
So we initially got in touch with you how long ago? Like right when we were launching the podcast, I think. The laws in Texas were weird about hemp and CBD at the time, and there was an article that came out in like the Dallas Gazette or some like Texas newspaper. The story broke about you, and this was before CBD was. Tell me, what was the deal like with CBD in Texas at the time? Give me a little recap of what that whole story was.
Right. So I actually am the first in Dallas to launch my CBD spray tans, and I launched my company in April of this year. CBD was still being passed with all of the laws, so there was kind of a gray area. So I just stayed within the legal spectrum of it, and it's just taken off. CBD is legal now in Texas, lots of stores popping up, but I'm still the only CBD spray tan.
Yeah, you were the first, and also it was like at the time, like Texas was being strict about CBD compared to a lot of other states that just like once the Farm Bill passed in 2018, most states just kind of went like, hey, no holds barred, let's do it. As long as you're under 0.3%, then you're good to go. Right. I remember because our cameraman and Cannabidiet Chef Ryan lived in Dallas for 10 years. So he'd been keeping up on how CBD was in that state, and especially in Dallas. And when we saw that you were doing CBD stuff when CBD still wasn't like totally.
There was just a lot of controversy and people didn't understand the laws. They still considered it a drug, or I think it's lack of education. Honestly, Texas is a really conservative state.
Right.
So
what made them change their mind? What made them change the rules and everything? It just happened like randomly? It
happened pretty quick. So I launched in April, and it was going through the process of passing before I launched. So I went through attorney, like legal things for my company, just to make sure I was doing it the right way. And when it finally passed and was announced that everything was approved, that's when the stores started popping up all over. So
right, so you were doing it ahead of the stores, like you were out there doing it. And the cool thing about what you were doing was you were coming to people's houses who wanted a tan. This is something I'd never heard of, like home. What do they call it when doctors make a visit to your house? Like it was a home beauty visit. Yeah. Like you had your kit that you carried with you. I love this. So what exactly does it involve? Because we've never talked about beauty really much on this show yet. We haven't really kind of delved into it. But so tell me a little bit about your process and what you were offering before CBD was even like a thing in Texas.
Right. So I'm an esthetician. I have a skincare background. I've actually been in skincare for 10 years and spray tanning for 7 years. So my spray tan actually evolved from one of my best friends. Her dad passed away of melanoma. And so every Thursday we would go and spray tan and have wine. And so I didn't really advertise it as part of my business, but when I started researching what I could do to be different, I was going through a burnout stage of my office, just hours, very booked, seeing patients. I was just kind of completely burnt out and I wanted something completely different. So that's when I started advertising more of my spray tan. So it's really easy. People, they go online to my online booking system. They book online, they enter their address and what time frame they select everything that they want on there. I even work late. So if they need after work, that's an option as well. So I just show up to their house and I just need an outlet. So I just pop up my tent and the whole treatment takes about 15 minutes.
So it's like a tent that you spray within and someone kind of gets down. Is it full of nude or is it bikini or what? I guess probably nude in their own house, right?
I mean, everyone's different. I just say however you're comfortable. People in Dallas, I don't know if you've ever visited the city, but they don't like to drive. There's always traffic and there's never any parking anywhere.
Okay.
So it's just kind of taken off. And actually, I'm recently hiring someone to cover the suburbs for me. So I stay in the Dallas area of like uptown, downtown, West Village.
How far do you drive? What's the range? Miles?
I would say I stay within 15 minutes. My clientele base is mainly just in the city.
Perfect.
So I have somebody that's going to cover the suburbs for me.
Like what do people commonly, this is something probably that happens a lot, like people are asking you like, what is CBD? What are the CBD treatments? Like, what is this going to do? Like, what kind of questions are you getting asked when people come in and they see your whole line of CBD products? Like, what do people usually say when they see your all these CBD lines that you have? Do they even say like, what are these letters? What do these letters mean?
My clientele base is pretty young, so I would say they're like millennials, college, and then I do have obviously middle-aged people and older as well. But with CBD, I think that they just want to try it. So I lead my testers out. I let them try it. And I actually had someone tell me that my Calm Mist seemed a lot stronger from another brand that is very well known here in Dallas. And she was like, now I want to return my other product. And I said, well, you just got to pay attention to the ingredients and where it's listed on the bottle, actually. So the stronger, the better for the CBD, the more benefit you're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
For it working. My products are very clean. My muscle mist is arnica, CBD, and a few essential oils, and that's it. My Calm Mist is CBD, aloe, and some lavender essential oil, and that's it. So just the cleaner, the better.
Right.
And yeah.
Professional grade is what you want to do. I'm glad that these millennials already know. They're like walking in the door knowing, and they've already bought CBD in other places. That's cool. Like that's a very positive sign for what's happening with, younger people knowing about CBD, knowing that, what it can do for you. And knowing that you can use it on your skin. That's cool.
Yeah.
You don't have hair products or anything. It's all skin.
All skin.
Very cool. So what got you into CBD in the first place? When was the first time you were exposed to CBD or heard of it?
I started CBD whenever I was going through my burnout stage from even being in the industry. I wanted something completely different, and I didn't think I wanted to even be in skincare anymore. So I started researching what I could do, something that I was passionate about. So I love working out. I love being active. I grew up competitive cheerleading. My body is always sore. So I started researching CBD just for my own good. And I also have trouble sleeping. So I was like, well, I might as well just try this with a spray tan because I already incorporate that into my lifestyle. And I had all my friends try it, and I made sure I got nothing but good feedback before I officially was like, this is something that I can potentially like make a business. So
right. Before you threw it on skin, did you try it like ingesting it or try it any other forms?
Yeah, I've tried ingesting it. And it works for sleep. I take it every night for sleep, or if my body hurts, I take it. I do a lot of different things with CBD, like a protein shake with CBD.
Oh, nice.
So
what, you put a tincture into the protein shake, or what is it?
No, I order it pre-mixed. It's just a vegan CBD protein shake.
Nice. So that's like a pre-workout or something?
I take it post-workout or like meal replacement, or like at night if I want like to not eat a full meal, but still need to like recover my body.
So is it catching on with like word of mouth, or how's this growing for you?
Word of mouth is definitely my best source. And also Instagram is probably my other source of how people hear about me. People post, they tag. I partner with local gyms because of the CBD aspect. So I pop up at studios before they have photo shoots. I'll spray tan everyone.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's awesome. And you have the Cowboys there. You might want to hit them up. You can be CBD spray tanning the whole football team, right?
When NFL approves CBD. Yeah.
Or the cheerleaders. Oh man, what a tie-in that would be.
I know.
If you can get the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders to do the spray tan, like just line up and do your booth, you can go to every one of their houses.
Right. I work with a few of the Cowboys players, so maybe up and coming.
What? That's awesome. Are they getting CBD tans or just normal tans?
I do their skincare treatments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you started out like going to school for cosmetology, or what exactly?
I'm an esthetician, so just skin, no hair.
Huh.
So you learn chemical peels, basic exfoliation, products, anything that has to do with skin. Okay,
so like any part of your body skin, you're doing skin.
I focus on face, but I could, I guess, we've had to do back treatments, and I don't do massages or anything. I do a lot of chemical peels, LED treatments, more anti-aging focused. Okay. And so when you do these tans, you cover people's hair or what? Yes. They wear a hairnet. Okay. I've never done it. So this is all new to me. Like I've been in a tanning booth sometimes, like at the gym, but not tanning booth. No good. Bad. Yeah, no, don't. Horrible for you, especially me. I'm like the whitest guy on earth. So 2 minutes in a tanning booth and I'm already starting to burn. Yeah, exactly. So spray tan's the way to go, and the CBD spray tan seems like the natural thing, especially for people on this show or who listen to the show. Is this something that is available like anywhere else on Earth, or is it right now? Is it just Dallas? Is it just you guys? Just you? It's available. I've researched California. There's a few other states that are kind of ahead of the game as well. So it's available in other states. So when someone books you for a CBD spray tan, how many milligrams of CBD are they getting like into their skin, or how many of the it's like a dermal what's the bioavailability of it going through a tan? I stay under that 0.3% of THC, but I mean, like how many milligrams of CBD are going into? Right. I only use 2 ounces of solution per person. Does 25 milligrams sound right?
A CBD gummy, say, might have between 10 and 25 milligrams ish. So that's a good dose. I don't know what a dose would be to absorb into your entire skin. Like I have no clue. So it's interesting to find out. 25 milligrams, full body coating. And how long do they leave it on after? Yeah. Like, can you explain the process? Just because I don't know exactly what it is. Because I might get this done myself somewhere. Maybe when I go to Vegas.
Okay, or come to Dallas. They have instructions prior to getting a tan, so that's sent over via text message after they create their appointment. So they exfoliate, shave, nothing on their skin. Then whenever I show up to their house, I spray tan them. However they are comfortable in what they're wearing. Mm-hmm. And then they put on loose clothing afterwards, and they can shower within 6 to 8 hours. Typically, I do a lot of evening appointments with the CBD so they can sleep really well after they get the tan.
How cool is that? That's so cool. What a cool thing to do. Like you can ingest some CBD, like tink some CBD, have a gummy or something. You get your whole body coated in CBD and tan, and then you get the sleep of your life. Wow.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, really revitalized. Then you have a nice bronze color to you as well.
New person.
They can choose what color tan they want or how dark they want to be, I guess.
So my solution is based off of your skin's natural undertone. So I do that for whenever it fades because you don't want it looking splotchy or orange. Mm-hmm. So if you have a lighter skin, I do my like medium shade. So you still have color. It just looks more natural. Mm. And then if they're more olive undertone, I do a little bit different shade for them.
I think my shade would be like Casper. So I don't know what would I even try to tan myself? I have no idea. What do you tan a Norwegian skin color?
I would do my medium shade on you.
Okay.
But see, what's nice about it is I can layer it. So it's aloe based. So it dries really fast. So I can do as many layers as I want to get you kind of the color that you are looking for.
Are you airbrushing this on? Mm-hmm. So do you do like contours or do you just flat base all over the whole body?
If I have contour requests, I can do that.
Cool. Yeah, because then it's like you're working on like a blank sculpture and making it look...
Right.
For me, it would be like a white marble sculpture, like starting with a blank slate, a blank white canvas. Everyone says I'm white as hell, so I go with it. I'm not going to deny reality. So then you spray them down and then they get out of the booth?
Yeah.
They're wet? Or do they wait in the booth until they're dry?
So I bring a heater with me. The solution is also heated, so they're not getting sprayed freezing cold. And they're typically dry because it is an aloe-based solution. So it's more natural. It doesn't have a lot of alcohol in it that can leave you sticky.
Okay, cool. Have you ever had a spray tan?
Not at all.
He has never had a spray tan either. Yeah, this is probably why we haven't done beauty episodes, because we're like the least of knowing anything about this, like this is really out of our wheelhouse. Yeah. So it's kind of fun to talk to someone who does this for a living.
It's funny.
What's that? Yeah, we're all gruff. We're gruff, but we try to, like obviously there are women listening to this who enjoy CBD, and there's so many beauty products coming out in the CBD space right now. I mean, like Lord & Taylor has a whole CBD beauty section, I think. Like a lot of these big, like Saks Fifth Avenue has a whole beauty CBD section. A lot of big stores are branching out because they see that there's a huge market here and women want to try it and see what it can do for your skin. What have people said for like people who have had this treatment with you said it has done, in comparison to a regular spray-on tan?
I get a lot of feedback that it actually helps their skin. So anyone that has acne or even like uneven skin tone or bumps like on the back of their arms, that's called keratosis pilaris, because the CBD is hydrating and it's also calming and antibacterial. So also people that have back acne, it helps with the inflammation and redness as well.
Oh, cool. I didn't realize that bump on your back of your arm thing. I have a friend who has that. Like he got tattoos all over his arms, but you can still see it. But maybe I'll recommend that. Throw some CBD on there and see what happens. Huh?
Yes, definitely.
I haven't read articles about that. That's neat. Maybe we should write an article about that. We'll team up.
I got it.
How many people have said that that's done something for them?
I have several patients since I've launched my company that say that it's really helped their skin tone.
Well, hook us up with those people, and we can, especially with the sclerosis thing you said. What is it?
The KP, keratosis pilaris.
Yeah, I want to write an article. Like, that would be a cool article to write, because I haven't seen anything about that. And if it is doing something for that, there's something that, people can explore, because I'm sure a lot of people have that issue and want, didn't know that CBD could possibly be something that would help them out with that. So that's cool.
Right. It's a buildup of dry, dead skin cells. So they need to exfoliate and then moisturize immediately after.
After the tan, or just anytime?
Anytime they're in the shower, that will help the situation.
Okay. So you tell people after they get their spray on tan, then what?
So after the airbrush tan, they just put on loose clothing and they're good to go for 6 to 8 hours, and then they can shower.
So, okay. So it absorbs into their skin for 6 to 8 hours, or what?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the color will develop at full in the 8 hours. So the longer, the better you can leave it on. To get the full effect.
Cool. Any other CBD beauty products that we should know about, because we don't know much about them?
Yeah.
Enlighten us.
I formulated a Himalayan salt CBD bath soak. So it's a blend of, obviously, CBD. Himalayan salt's really good for your skin, balancing your pH.
Is that pink salt?
It is.
Right.
Yeah. And it has arnica in it too. So all of the things to kind of restore your body and reset. So great for at night before you go to bed as well. I have a CBD Calm Serum. It's full of peptides and hydrating with CBD. It's also antibacterial. So talking about like acne or inflammation or those bumps on the back of your arm, that's a good product for that.
What do you do with that? You rub it in?
Yes.
Cool. How about for face and stuff? Is there facial CBD products that exist? Maybe you don't make them, but they just exist on the market. Anything you've heard of?
There's a lot out there. I honestly, it comes so fast that I can't keep up, but I have my own line as well. So I have a CBD face mask. I have the serum is for your face.
Do you know the milligrams of CBD in all those?
I would say it's a dropper bottle, and there's 25 or 250 milligrams in the dropper bottle. So,
It's like a 1 ounce dropper?
It's yes, I believe so. Yeah. It's a 3-month supply, so you just kind of have to break it down. My CBD Calm Serum.
Oh, okay. And that's a tincture, so it's like 250 milligrams.
Yeah.
So that's about 8.333 milligrams per dose. So like you squirt that onto your hand or something? You ingest that?
You put it on your hand and it's topically for your face.
You put it on your face. Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to have someone here, Casey, who swore by putting tincture on her face, like for her skin, just normal tincture. And she said it cleared her skin up and it was great for her skin and stuff. So I don't think we've tried that, but I imagine if you add those peptides and other things like that are great for your facial skin, then it makes total sense to have a product that would do that. What was the CBD mask? You said you had a CBD beauty mask or something?
Yes, it's a clay-based mask, so it's good for inflammation, drawing out impurities. It tingles a little bit when you put it on, and you just leave it on for about 20 minutes, or you can sleep in it if you want.
Is it like a mud mask that you apply?
Yeah, like clay. It's almost clear.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any products that maybe you could demonstrate that mask for us? You have a lot of stuff to do today that you can't do that right now?
I have patients here in a little bit.
Oh, no.
Actually.
Okay. Right. Too bad. That would have been cool. I just want to see. I want to see some of these products in action because we don't have any on hand to try them on ourselves.
I'm working on a CBD infused silicone mask. So, the cheap mask that you see that like everywhere they sell. I'm working on one infused with CBD, so maybe I'll mail it to you.
Oh, cool. So that's one that you like just put the pieces on your face?
Yeah.
And then it absorbs out of the pieces of silicone?
Yeah. So you just lay it on your face and you can lay down with it on or watch TV or whatever you need to do. And then you remove it and you just massage the serum into your face.
I have a little off-topic question. I've been watching this show called Australian Love Island. And one of the things that they keep putting on their face is this like white, it's like a white full face mask that has like a pink light going behind it. Have you ever seen that? Any idea what that is?
The LED light.
Yeah, what is that? For
anti-aging.
Do you do that at your salon? Yeah,
I do. Yeah.
So you have one salon in Dallas, or do you have more than one branch? Have you spread out?
I just have one space that I do my skincare treatments, and then I've spread out my spray tan. So that's all mobile, and then I have someone covering the north for me.
It's cool. It'll be fun to see you grow, and like it almost seems like something you could franchise to like every city.
I know.
If you had like mobile versions all over the place that just went, house to house. These
That's
little
my goal.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
These neighborhoods that, women that don't want to leave their house, but they want to get tanned up.
Yeah.
Don't want to get into a, tanning booth or whatever. Been paying extra money at Planet Fitness for so many months for this stupid tanning and I never use it. It's like, what am I doing? Pointless.
Yeah.
So you said you were a cheerleader when you were younger. You were a competitive cheerleader?
Competitively, yes.
So you did like the national championship type of stuff? Like the cheerleading competitions, the big ones?
Yes.
What year are we looking at for that? I want to see like a timeline here.
2007 is when I graduated high school.
Okay, so that's when your cheerleading ended, or did you go on to cheerlead further after that?
I cheered in college for a year and I hated cheerleading at games. It was just different than it was like competitively. Like cheering on sidelines, it just wasn't fun for me. I wanted to do more competition based. So my body just hurt and I focused on school and like what I really wanted to do after that.
Okay. So you could tie it all together by getting those like professional NFL cheerleaders.
Yes.
Have you ever dabbled in the other cannabinoids, the THC side?
I have not.
No? Strictly CBD.
Yeah.
Wow, goody two shoes over here.
Yeah. I've never even like done any vaping, smoking, never smoked a cigarette in my life. So yeah, I was kind of like a goody two shoes.
I've never smoked a nicotine cigarette in my life. So I've got that going for me. But what's new in the market? What's coming out that maybe, just is out there, the weird stuff, like anything that we might not know about, weird stuff that just might be entertaining to hear about, or like what products are way too bizarre for you to even delve into as far as making your own line of it?
Yeah. I don't know about anything like that's caught my attention that I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Product wise, there's just a lot of over-the-counter products that are coming out. So, and if they say CBD, so the FDA doesn't regulate any part of cosmetics. So if it says CBD, just pay attention to where it's at on the ingredient list, I would say.
Where should it be?
It should be higher up. So you want it to be within like the top 4.
Oh, good advice. So nothing's regulated, and it doesn't even have to say how much CBD is in it, or? Correct,
it doesn't. But I think that I know California just recently, they're cracking down on the laws. They can't use the word CBD. They have to use the word hemp infused now. So there's just a lot of things changing. So I would just make sure you read the ingredients, because it could have a lot of fillers in it as well. Filler would be like diluted or mineral oil, things that aren't good for your skin necessarily. So
that's scary, not knowing like who put it together and what's in it exactly.
It is scary.
If there's something in it that just isn't put together by an esthetician that doesn't know what is good to put on your skin, and just throwing CBD into something that they'd have no clue if it would react to the other things that are in there too.
Right.
Well, it was awesome talking to you, Stephanie. Thank you so much for coming on. And you were someone we reached out to early on because we knew that you were like on the forefront of this, of like doing skincare, beauty lines and stuff with CBD. And I'm glad to have gotten a little bit more information about it, see how this works. And, if anyone is listening who's in the Dallas area and wants a tan in their own home, this is the person to go to. So No Bad Looks is your company, and you on Instagram, I guess it's No Bad Looks, probably nobadlooks.com. You got the brand all the way across the board. So check her out. And, she's working with pro athletes. She's working with, millennials all around Dallas. So where in Dallas are you exactly?
I am in Uptown, basically. So it's like Uptown, downtown, it all kind of runs together.
I mean, where's your shop?
My office is in Lower Greenville.
It really doesn't matter because you'll go anywhere in like within 15 miles of that or whatever, 15 minutes. So
yeah,
very cool. But you do have people coming in, booking appointments in the shop too, or is it all out at people's houses?
I only do skincare treatments in my office, and then my spray tans are all mobile. But the NFL athlete that I work with, he has a spot at his house for me, so I do travel to Frisco for that.
That's dope. That's a pimp way to do it. Have a spa in your own house.
Yeah.
Oh man, pretty sweet.
Yeah.
If we all could be like that would be the best. Anyway.
Right? Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the CBD Source podcast. It was really fun having you. And
thank you guys.
Definitely keep in touch because, let us know what news going on. And if you actually do hook up with the Cowboys cheerleaders, then take some pictures and send them our way because that'll be cool.
I will. I'll let you guys know. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
All right. Talk soon.
Have a good one.
You too.
Do you like or want to try quality, third-party tested CBD? Do you live in the New York, Pennsylvania area? We got you covered, gang. We're growing more each month, so check in with CBDSourceCenter.com to find our addresses and new store locations. While you're there, sign up for our mailing list. We're adding new stores across New York and Pennsylvania all the time. We may soon be expanding to a town near you.
Hey, I'm Cass from the CBD Source podcast. I'm the social media maven and subreddit mod.
Since we just had No Bad Looks Stephanie Lynch on the show today, who taught us all about CBD beauty products and CBD tanning and skincare and all that, what are our we have 2 prizes today. Let's that we're going to give out to the audience. I wonder how we're going to do it this time because our audience really is not too great at following directions as far as getting prizes. Gang, this show is going to be giving prizes away every week, CBD prizes. And you know how easy it is to win a prize on this show? Pretty much everyone who enters has been winning because nobody enters to win these prizes. It's one of the simplest ways to get free CBD is to listen to this podcast and win prizes. I don't know many other places out there that have free CBD going out in the mail every week. Now let's go into the CBD Prize Stash Box and see what we've got this week. Now, since we've been talking about beauty, we've got 2 products we're going to be giving away from CBD Beauty products. What is the product?
So we've got soaked transdermal body wash. What is the what is
Tangy.
Is that like the flavor?
That's the strain of weed or a strain of cannabis.
Tangy. It's free of sulfates, parabens, and phthalates.
Good job. So the product is called Soaked, and it's a CBD body wash, CBD infused body wash. Great, and it's like an organic, pretty natural product.
Yeah, it says it's not tested on animals, vegan friendly.
Nice.
Organic certified.
So someone out there will be winning this box. How many ounces? It's got 150 milligrams of CBD in it.
Yep, and it's 6 fluid ounces.
Nice, so you can get all soapy with that Soaked.
Yeah, your showers will never be the same.
Say that again.
Your showers will never be the same.
I think you said showels the first
I
time.
did.
I don't know what a showl is. So that's one prize. And then Stephanie mentioned she's going to be sending me a CBD face mask
Oh, cool.
So I asked her if she can send 2 so we can give one away to the gang, and she said, very cool, she will. So also a CBD infused face mask for your skin. That's going to be a professional grade face mask by Stephanie Lynch, No Bad Looks, and out of Dallas. So thank you to Stephanie. And how are we giving these prizes away?
Well, it looks like Reddit is our best bet.
All right. So,
I guess we could try again on Instagram and Facebook. But
we can throw it on all 3. This is a great stocking stuffer.
Yeah, stocking stuffer.
Give us a reason why you want these 2 products, the CBD face mask and the soaked body wash, both CBD products. On Reddit, what's our subreddit?
CBD Gang.
So
CBD Gang. No, CBD Gang.
TheCBDGang.com will take you right there. Or if you're already on Reddit, it's r/CBD Gang. Cass is like running that board like a mad woman, and interact with her.
Yeah, we've got 40 gang members now.
40 whole members.
Woohoo!
That's slow build on the Reddit, man. But one day it'll take off. You know, the show's doing great, but the Reddit's a little slow. But we want to get that. We'll build that up with time. So thanks, Cass.
Thanks for having me.
TheCBDGang.com, the official subreddit for fans of the CBD Source podcast. Questions, answers, CBD gangsters, and karma. At sweet karma.
So what's going on, man?
So I just got back from urgent care. Again.
What for this time?
Same thing. Spider bite. But
you were like, Spider-Man, they're coming for you.
Well, if Stanley was alive, I'm going to sue him for false advertisement. The doctor said it was not a recluse like the first one that I had on my leg that we discussed before.
Right. How's that healing, by the way?
It's healing fine. No more packing.
That's good.
But this one was more just a house spider because it's that time of year. It's wintertime. They're trying to come in from the outside.
Right.
Probably just stumbled across me. I probably had something in my beard or something. I don't know.
Wait, where did it bit your beard?
Bit my neck.
Oh, jeez. How did they know it was a spider?
They found the 2 puncture holes.
2 puncture holes in your neck?
In my neck, yeah.
They were small. It might not be a spider. It might be a vampire.
It might be. Who knows?
Is the sun fucking with you now? Do you have an aversion to garlic all of a sudden? When the Cannabidiet's going to cut garlic out for no reason all of a sudden?
Yeah, no more garlic. And like I glisten now in the sunlight.
You're a fucking Twilight?
My middle name is Edward. So, I mean.
Oh, man.
So that's how my days went. So, yeah, it's a great way to stay in shape.
Jeez. So what'd they do? What'd they do this to this spider bite?
They cut my neck a little bit to start drainage and antibiotics for 10 days.
Great. Another round. Wow.
Bring it on.
This is what happens if you live in the Hudson Valley and you live that close to nature. Shit happens. Little creatures get into your room and next thing you know, you're getting your neck drained.
Yeah, well, you know what? It is what it is. 2019 has been like I can fight, but 2019 got hands.
Right. Yeah, you have been taking it hard on the fucking chin this year. I want to talk about this. So after your mom died a month ago, you ended up buying a new house.
That's correct.
Like moving in, and it turns out it's not any normal house.
No, spooky. Definitely not a normal house.
You bought a haunted house. You bought a haunted house. Did they tell you ahead of time this house may be haunted?
No, because we knew the guy that lived in it. So we knew there was a possibility of it being haunted. Not sure if the family wants me to say why, but it's a scary little house. Let's put it that way. Some tragic things happened there.
Oh no.
So after we moved in, we were fixing it up, doing a little TLC.
How long have you been there? Like 2 weeks, 1 week now? A very recent move.
Yeah, we're still moving stuff in, so we're not even fully in there yet. So can't wait to see what happens after that.
Okay.
So there's scratches on the radiator in the kitchen dining room area from the lady that lived there before. She's an older lady. I guess she started to lose it. And she would sit there looking out the window, rocking back and forth, scratching this radiator until there's no paint left, just straight metal.
How old is this house?
Built in 1940, I believe.
Okay.
So it's up there.
How many owners have lived there?
One
owner.
And he tragically took his own life.
In the house?
It was in the back of the house.
Okay.
But still, when you hear stories like that, you're like,
Yeah.
He was a great guy. We all knew him. Just things happen in life, so it's not that it's a haunting. It's more like he's letting us know he's there.
So what kind of things has he done to let you know?
Well, first,
the entity that is the guy who built and lived in this house since the 40s.
Well, for starters, we are the only ones that have the garage door opener in our car. We went to the house. We brought in a bunch of things. Before we left, we shut the garage door with the opener and left. So when we went back the next day, and we're the only ones that have the garage door opener. Like I said, the only other way to open this door is from the inside without the opener.
Which you would have to have the key to the house to get in.
You have to have the key to the house. We're the ones that have the key to the house.
Right.
And so the garage door's open. We just thought maybe we just didn't shut it. We don't really think outside the box with, some spooky stuff is going on. So he opened the garage door just to, I don't know, tell us, hey, I'm here.
Okay.
So we didn't think anything of it, but we noticed the pipe is in the garage. It's like a garage basement.
Mm-hmm.
The pipe was busted because the garage door was open.
And it's winter.
And it busted open. So I was like, shit.
So it flooded the garage?
So I shut off the water. I was like, okay, well, we gotta wait because it has to be bone dry for me to fix this. So I shut all the pressure off. I shut the water off. We left. We came back a couple days later. And
you're still like floating between the two houses because you're moving.
Yeah, floating because we're trying to move everything in slowly and other things happen. So we're trying to get in there. Come back the next day, a couple days actually, and the water pressure was on all the way. Water was on all the way. It was flooded again.
Oh, geez. It was like an old timey crank, like turn the little dial crank type of
dial
thing?
Ones. Yeah. Right.
Was it like I can picture like a metal squeaky old one from the 40s. Was you twisted it all the way one way and it had been twisted back the other direction? Like this isn't like a remote control thing that digitally can fuck up. This is like muscle power needed to turn this thing.
This is physically having to turn
the
dial.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So that's freaky.
Exactly. Right then and there, we were like, all right, there's something strange.
Unless the raccoon with steroids snuck through a window and spun that thing, there's no way.
Probably. I mean, I can show you guys a picture of a magnet we saw on the refrigerator. Now, I cleaned this thing with a magic eraser. There was no magnet.
You cleaned the fridge completely clean because you're moving in fresh. Yeah, they're not going to leave magnets on a fridge that they're selling the house. Can you show me that picture? I want to read it. I want to see what it's. You showed me already, but I can't remember the exact wording. Do you have your phone on you? This is so creepy. So you cleaned it with a magic eraser. All right, you cleaned the fridge with a magic eraser, and then when did you came back later and there was a magnet just on the fridge?
Just on the fridge.
Like eye level? Where was it?
It was a little bit above eye level, but it was like the fridge isn't huge.
Right.
So it's noticeable. You're going to see it.
Yeah.
Especially when you're cleaning the whole thing top to bottom.
How big was this magnet?
Probably like 2-3 inches maybe wide.
It looks so beat up. It looks really old too.
It was old.
Can I see this picture of this magnet?
Yeah, here you go.
All right, let me pass that phone over. Okay. It's a square magnet, or it's a rectangle magnet with rounded corners, and it's like white and old as hell. beat the shit out of. And there's red type on it, and it's 3 lines of type, and it says, "People who believe that the dead never come back to life should be here at quitting time." What the fuck? I just gave myself chills reading that out loud. That is so creepy.
Me and Becca just stared at each other and the fridge. We're like, huh.
Did you say, like, did you put that there, or?
No, we were just both in like shock. Like, okay, well, there's definitely a presence.
That is so creepy. You got to do an experiment. You should buy like 3 or 4 sets of those magnetic alphabets, like from Stranger Things, and just like put them all over your fridge and see what happens. Like maybe make 3 rows of perfect alphabet, like A to Z, right? And numbers. Just 3 rows, straight line, and then like just let it sit there and see what happens. See if any of them move. It'll be like a Ouija board building itself.
Just might.
If it can move magnets, then who knows? Like, man, we have so many cameras, but we don't have any that like can last for like overnight, or like a motion sensor camera or anything like that. We've just got cameras for this podcast, but we do have great recording equipment for audio. Like, you watch those ghost hunter shows, and like they catch these EVPs and stuff. They talk to an empty room, and then like when they play it back, like we've got recorders that could pick up stuff that we can't hear. You know what I mean? Maybe we should do a little CBD ghost investigation in this house.
Let's get bristling and then just
the bristling. Yeah, we should all take like 300 milligrams of CBD and set up the equipment. You were also telling me there's some kind of like secret basement, other basement type of thing. This reminds me of that Ouija board movie where they have that like secret basement beyond, underneath the basement or next to it or something.
Yeah, actually, I have a picture for you.
Let me take a look. I think we'll post if we do a whole episode like this. We're gonna post all this stuff in the. Oh wow. Okay, so there's like a tiny door, almost like a John Malkovich door, that you go in, and then it opens up to a whole nother room.
All the room.
Like you have to duck, get in this like little door, and then it's a big room on the other side. Crazy.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how they got that lawnmower in there.
Yeah, what the hell? Wow.
They had to either push it in or duck when they drove it in. I don't know.
You can't ride that mower in there. It's just the height of a riding mower, pretty much, to get in that door. That's where we should do the seance.
Right under there, yeah.
CBD and seance. I think we should we should do some kind of thing, maybe like a haunt. But you were saying there was one other thing that happened that you haven't told me yet?
Yeah, well, we'll get that in a second, because here's another picture leading up to the attic. When I was looking at the house, we saw this door in the hallway. I thought it was just a closet. I opened the door, and there's 3 steps leading to another door in this closet door. Like a portal to like the unknown demons or something.
Right, that little vortex in between the 2 worlds.
So when you open that door, this is what you actually see.
Oh man. All right, so it's like 2 steps with really matty carpet on it and a little shelf, and then there's a white door that opens in the middle like a cabinet. Yep. What's in the cabinet?
No, that leads up to the attic.
A cabinet into the attic?
That's it. Yep.
Wow.
You open that and it opens into the attic.
Weird. This house is weird. And it's funny, from the outside, it does have like eyes, like an Amityville Horror type of house. Like when you look at it over the garage, they're like very far apart windows that make it look like it's got a face. Like when you buy a house with a face, just guess, it's probably haunted.
And that's the door you open up to get to that steps and door.
How wide is this door?
Just looks like a normal closet.
Okay. Weird. So you open this door, then there's those 2 steps, then there's a little cabinet that opens to the closet.
That's it. Yep.
So strange.
And I'm sitting here waiting that I'm going to hear knocking in the attic doors when I go to the bathroom or something. You're going to hear knock, knock, knock.
Dude, I'm the kind of person that would set up all these like different things to see what moves, see what, like, I'm going to test these theories. I want to see what's happening. If it's just my imagination, or how can I test and prove that this is, get it on camera, get it on audio. Like I would definitely be, you should definitely start setting up some ghost traps or whatever.
Oh yeah, planning on it.
So what have you done it so far? As like, have you heard any sounds or noises or anything moving like that you notice while you're there? You're not fully moved in yet, so maybe the activity you haven't actually noticed audibly or
not yet.
It's all like when you're away, things are fucked. Like the house is playing tricks on you.
Yeah, nothing yet. But when we move in, I'm sure we're gonna find something out. But what I haven't told you yet,
okay,
was before we bought the house, there was a family renting the house from the previous owner's son.
Mm-hmm.
He told us after the transactions were done and completed, there's no reversal.
After the paperwork's been signed?
After everything is done.
Okay.
He said, I'm not sure, but my niece was renting this out. And I came here one day and she was gone. Her and her family up and left. But here's the kicker. Clothes were left. Furniture was left. Food is left. Everything was furnished, fully furnished in this home.
They just split
Just
in the
up and
middle of
left.
the night. Wow.
And left everything in the house.
Like Chernobyl. Like a nuclear meltdown happened and they had to flee and just leave plates out and stuff like mid-meal. That is crazy. What? Wow. I'm glad we're getting this on tape. So like later when you vanish, we'll have some evidence of
At least you'll know. I'll probably be in the attic.
Oh my God.
Or the crawl space downstairs in the
Let's just set this. Let's set up about, let's set the stage. You're not suicidal.
Nope.
You're not homicidal. Like you watch like in Amityville Horror, like the longer the guy stayed in the house, the more like homicidal he became and stuff. You're going into this house. You are not like there's nothing, no intention of you. Like if your personality starts changing, dude, you got to get the hell out of that place.
Nah, I mean, I'm pretty normal right now.
Right. It's
for now.
Like, dude, this is weird because you're dealing with, the thin veil of reality. What could be on that other side? What the hell is this house? Hopefully it's just nothing. Hopefully, it's just raccoons on steroids and they're fucking with your pipes and whatnot. And the magnet like fell off of something and just stuck. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's tough to explain. This is like, it's the first chapter of a scary book, and I guess we'll see it unfold. But do we want to do like a CBD type of ghost, like incorporate getting really bristling on CBD, the bristling, and do some kind of seance or like have, like you said, you knew a ghost hunting team or something?
Yeah, there's a ghost hunting team. A buddy of mine runs, so.
Maybe we can coordinate something with them and have them on the show, and then we can go in there and do like, they can do a whole investigation, get these guys bristling. I don't know if they're into CBD or not.
They're into more than CBD, so
well,
maybe
there you
that's
go.
not even really ghosts they're looking at. No, they're pretty good, so hopefully, yeah, we'll set something up.
Yeah, we should definitely do something, incorporate it into the show, because it's not often that you buy a very creepy haunted house that you did not expect. I mean, you were telling me it was such a good deal. Like, there's a reason. Like, no house is just a straight good deal for no fucking reason. Like this. Now we know what like, there's more going on to this house than they
meets
they led you to believe before you signed that paperwork.
I had a feeling there was something weird when it was a quick sale.
They're just like, yeah, don't research this house. Just sign these papers. It's all good.
Like, here you go. So the house is on this amount of land. There's girls in it, and then there's this here. There's what? This is amount of land. After that,
you started to get suspicious when the guy threw the keys at you while he was driving. Like, he didn't even stop near the house. He's peeling out, and the keys are like landing on the front porch.
He's like, all right, here you go. Bye.
Right.
Where'd he go?
All the paperwork gets delivered by messengers. He's not even coming near the property.
Well, that's the scary part again. We went to the mailbox and opened up the mailbox, and it's packed full of mail. Now, this guy died 2 years ago. His mail is still coming in his name.
Jeez.
For credit cards, for medical bills, for things. I'm like, when I miss a day, my mail carrier's like, are you still here?
Right.
But it's
Go to the post office and get his address changed to dead or something. There's got to be a way to do that, like, because that you don't need to be getting dead guy's mail. That's
return to sender.
Well, like, I think the postal service can shut that down if you actually like let them know, because that's you don't need that. Wow, cool story, and it's a cool like first chapter. We'll probably take this further. I think the next steps are getting in touch with that ghost hunting team, fueling up on CBD, going in there with all our audio recording equipment. Like, I didn't expect to take have this angle at all on this show, but we could do an episode like that. Like, I wish it was closer to Halloween because it would be nice and spooky and like right up that, like perfect timing for that.
It just goes to show you can be haunted on Christmas.
Oh man, this is gonna be messed up. So if you do open that door to your attic and you find a small replica of the town that you just moved into, like Beetlejuice, you might want to get the hell out of there.
I mean, I like Michael Keaton.
Cool story, man.
Hey gang, want to score free CBD? Sign up for Loyal and Save online or on your phone and use it whenever you shop at CBD Source Locations. You'll earn points towards free products and other cool merch. Sign up for free at cbdsourcepodcast.com/loyal. You can download the Loyal and Save app on iTunes or Google Play. That's our loyalty app. Call Help Designed It.
Anthony's here in the studio. So we're back from Thanksgiving. We haven't really done anything talking about CBD Beauty that much, but we're delving into it this episode with this CBD Infused Spray Tan. Stephanie Lynch from No Bad Looks. Have you ever heard of someone doing a in-home tanning service where they come to your house and spray tan on you?
I have heard of that, but not with CBD. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the new cool way. So it started in California and Dallas, but I'm sure it'll get over to this coast sometime soon.
Oh yeah.
How much CBD do you think is in one like spray-on solution?
I would say at least 20 milligrams.
No, 25.
Nice.
It's 25, but she's getting you nice, get that nice coat of fake bronze on for the winter.
Nice.
Speaking of winter, holy shit, winter just came on to us like right after Thanksgiving. It snowed. It dumped a foot here practically.
Yeah, it was rough, man. I think everybody called out yesterday.
Everyone did. I did.
Yeah.
I was not digging out in that.
No.
I just wanted to catch up with you, man, because you had the flu last week.
Oh yeah.
What is that? What's that like? I haven't had a real bad flu in a while.
Yeah, dude, I haven't had one since I was like a kid, and yeah, it was just really bad. Do not want that. Do not wish it on anybody.
So you weren't able to be involved in our Thanksgiving episode and talk about what you're doing for Thanksgiving and what you were thankful for.
Yeah, I didn't.
Do you want to throw in right now? What were you thankful for this past year?
Definitely thankful for my son. He was born March of this year, so he's still pretty new, and it's definitely number one.
And what did you guys do for Thanksgiving?
So we went to my girlfriend's family's for dinner. I didn't get to really eat much, man, because I was so sick. It was a bit of a bummer. Yeah, super tempting, but hopefully next year will be better.
You just looked at the food and had no taste for it?
Yeah, I mean, I had some, but I regretted it.
Did you lose your sense of smell and stuff like that?
No, I didn't have like any cold symptoms. It was really weird, just like nauseous and shit the whole time. It was, yeah.
My situation was sort of similar in a weird way. We went to Brett's family's house, and her niece was sick. So, like, Brett's taking chemo right now, so she can't get sick.
Oh, shit.
Like, she has no immune system. So we ended up eating in the basement.
Just the two of you?
Me, her, and her mom, while, like, the big family feast was happening upstairs.
Oh, shit.
Like, me and her mom went up there and loaded up plates and stuff and brought it down.
Oh, man.
It was a very strange Thanksgiving, but, it was fun. And it was cool because we had found the right strain that made Brett have munchies, so she was able to eat a little bit.
Nice. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, really weird. You don't think about those kind of things. It's just been a very strange year as far as all that stuff goes. It encumbers you a bit.
But things are going well now, right? I mean,
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. She's almost done with her second, round of chemo. So
sweet.
But so what else is going on, man? We want to talk about beauty, and we want to talk about CBD and beauty. So since we just talked about beauty, we're going to be giving away a couple prizes. Cass just told us what those prizes were. If someone is in New York or Pennsylvania and they want to get some CBD beauty products, we sell some at CBD Source Locations, right?
Yeah, we actually just brought in a company called KushQueen.
Okay, cool.
She's this chick out of California. She's been in like the cannabis game for a while. And recently they dropped some CBD beauty products. So we carry pretty much all of them.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
KushQueen. All right.
KushQueen.
Nice. So what are some of these products that people can pick up?
So there's a shit ton of bath bombs, like tons of different, I don't want to say effects, but you know, there's a relax bath bomb, a relieve, awaken, love, shield. And then there's 3. I thought these were interesting. I haven't tried them. Black Magic, Cafe Latte, and Earl Grey beverages
that you can bathe in.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat these.
Dude. Black Magic, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. And
maybe Ryan could get that over to his haunted house.
That new house, man. Oh my god.
Are you going to join us if we do like a seance over at his house?
Oh, I don't know, man.
We want to do like a big fun, like he's got a team. He knows a team of ghost hunters that do it like professiontionally. Yeah.
Dude, I've heard like bad stories, man, about like spirits getting tied to you and shit.
The house is already tied to spirits. But we're thinking we'll all go in there. We'll get bristling. Like we'll have a bunch of CBD, all of us.
The bristling.
Even the ghost hunters. We'll get everyone hooked up with maybe 300 milligrams each or something. Get whiling out on CBD, and then we'll do whatever these ghost hunters are, whatever their protocol is for trying to like find the ghosts.
Would it freak you out if you found definitive proof of a ghost?
I would love it, man. I would love to get something on tape. Like we've got these great recorders, like we can record EMPs or whatever kind of like frequency stuff that our ears can't pick up. We've got all these cameras like roll in there hardcore, it could be like real Ghostbusters.
Do you think they would move
CBD
out?
Ghostbusters.
Do you think they would move out if it was proven that there was spirits in the house?
I don't know. They got such a good deal on the place.
Would you move out if it was your place?
Like a good from everything I've seen on a lot of these ghost shows and whatnot, like there are ways to make spirits leave if you know the right rituals or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know. I don't know if any of it's real or any of it's from what Ryan's saying. He after we talked, like you just heard him talking about it, but like after Thanksgiving we talked again, and he said that they're eating food in the kitchen and they heard a door close somewhere in the house.
Fuck, man.
Shit's moving around. Yeah. That's
freaky. Would you bring a Ouija board? Because I hear that nasty shit can happen with those.
A Milton Bradley Ouija board?
Yeah, dude. I have a buddy a while ago because I knew this chick years ago, and she had like a lake house that was haunted, and we were gonna go check it out and bring a Ouija board. And this guy, he would come around the vape shop, this older guy, and he's like, "Don't fuck with that, man." When I was younger, I did it, and like my life has never been the same.
I had a couple buddies across the street from me when I was little, and the older brother had made a Ouija board, like drew it himself on wood or cardboard, and they started using it, and this is such a weird, creepy story. So this kid Doug, they went to this kid Doug's house, and Doug had an older brother who was friends with the older brother, the one who made the Ouija board. So it was like my friends were also friends with their friends. So it was like a real tie-in. So they went to Doug's house, and Doug had this very, very old, like great grandmother living in their house, and like she had her own wing or something. Like he didn't see her very much.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they're playing the Ouija board really late in the night. And it was a very rainy, like stormy night, like the perfect Goosebumps type of night,
Yeah.
And so they're playing Ouija board, and they said that it started going really fast, and it kept saying over and over, "We're killing your grandmother."
What?
Yeah. And then like she died that weekend.
No. Whoa. Yeah. That's fucked up, man.
So creepy. They got freaked out. Like after that, they like burnt the Ouija board, buried it. They were all freaked. Yeah. Because they didn't know what was going on.
That's wild.
But like who knows? Maybe they could sense that just something in them were sensing that she was dying, and like they were, you never know. Like, who knows?
Yeah, true. Coincidences happen. It's just freaky.
Someone was just, one of the kids were screaming with the other kids. Who knows? Yeah, you never know. But I want to get something. This is the thing. I want to get something on tape. I want to get some audio, video on tape.
Yeah.
See if maybe like getting in there, like we'll light some sage or something. We'll all like channel the spirits, see what can happen. I don't know. Maybe we could find a local psychic to come in or something.
Yeah. If you found anything cool, would you play it on the show?
Of course. I want to do the whole thing as an episode.
That's cool, man.
CBD Ghost Hunting.
That's so cool.
So that'll happen after we get back from MJ BizCon sometime. We'll do that like sometime and hopefully before the new year, maybe just in the new year. I'm not sure. We were going to do it on Friday the 13th in December, but that's the day we're going to be like still in Vegas and coming back. So not going to happen. Otherwise, that would have been a cool date to do it.
Sure. Wow.
One other thing I wanted to say before you go into more beauty products. I remember a couple weeks ago you're talking about how this is something that's motivating me to like exercise more too. Like you were getting your baby weighed.
Yeah.
Tell me again how that happened. This is like making me want to lose weight.
Sucked, man. So, and I've actually been on a diet since then. So we took my baby to the doctor, and to weigh him, like normally they put him on a scale. This nurse had me step on the scale with him, and then she weighed us, and then she took him away and just weighed me. And I looked and I was like, holy shit, man. And since that day, it's like, oh my God.
Right, man. Nothing more motivating than that.
Yeah.
So one cool thing I just want to drop a little note here. Ryan has, I think he said this Thursday, like tomorrow, he's finishing up the Cannabidiet winter book. So there'll be a new cookbook coming out of winter recipes with all seasonal food, really healthy, how to incorporate CBD into your winter meals, like classic winter meals. So he's putting that out next week. I think he's going to drop it like when we go to MJ BizCon. So we'll give you more information about that once we get closer to the date. I think it'll be like on thecannabidiet.com. You can get there and, I think if you sign up for the mailing list, it'll be like a free PDF download or something like that.
Oh, cool. That's
so
awesome.
It costs nothing to be on the mailing list. And then you'll find out when new episodes drop and, information about our guests and all that stuff. So it's a win-win. You get the cookbook and you get to find out who's on the show and whatnot like that.
Why wouldn't you?
So let's get into some of these different beauty products that we do sell at CBD Source Locations. We have like 55 plus CBD Source Locations in New York and Pennsylvania. So you'll be able to swing into any of these and probably find some, if not most, of what we're talking about in each store. So go ahead. What else do we have? So that's KushQueen.
So they also have a topical called Melt. It's a CBD infused lotion.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Melt.
Huh. Yeah. They have a product called Ignite. It's actually CBD infused lube.
Oh shit!
So you can get it on with some CBD.
We're selling a CBD lube.
Yeah, man.
That's so cool. We were just talking about like CBD lube like 2 episodes ago with Dr. Priyanka Sharma. Like she was just kind of amazed that there was CBD lube, and now we're selling some.
That's crazy. Did she say that there could be any benefit, or is this going to be?
No, she said if there's benefit, then that makes total sense. I mean, like, I know I've read a lot of articles about people using THC lube and how like amazing it is and stimulating and whatnot. So I can only imagine CBD would also have similar benefits. It's not going to get your private parts high, but
right.
It'll at least do something.
One of the reviews for this guy actually had ED.
Oh, erectile dysfunction.
Yeah. And apparently this shit got him okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's pretty cool.
Is that a crazy claim? Can I not make that, or?
I mean, it's a testimonial you read on
That's true.
Their website or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
KushQueen lube.
Nice. So, yeah. I that's beauty, I guess, in a way. I mean,
I guess so. Yeah.
It's romance.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that works. They have another product that we carry called Renew Scrub. It's like a sugar scrub.
Nice. I love sugar scrubs.
Me too. And then their Defiant Serum, which is like one of those anti-aging serum type deals, but supposedly it's pretty good. I haven't tried it.
Like a rejuvenating type of like wrinkle cream almost?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, if anyone out there has your own beauty products, or you have products that you're trying to get onto the East Coast, You can always send us a box. Send us a box for, if you're sending it U.S. Postal Service, or if you're sending UPS or FedEx, send directly to our office, 960, blah, blah, blah. I don't know the address.
It's P.O. Box 960, Rock Hill, New York.
CBD Source Podcast Unboxing, P.O. Box 960, Rock Hill, New York, 12775. And if you're not sending through U.S. Postal Service, if you're FedExing or UPSing, send directly here, CBD Source Podcast. What's the address of this building?
146 Rock Hill Drive, Rock Hill, New York, 12775.
Cool. So then we'll get the box and we'll be able to check out all your stuff. Just if you do send a CBD Source, if you do send an unboxing box, make sure you throw some extra items in there that are duplicates, because we're going to try all of your products and we don't want to give away as a prize something we've tried. We want to give away a fresh one. Yeah. So whatever you think is like a really great one that you want our fans to win, make sure you put a duplicate in there so we can give it away. Not opened and used and smeared on us or tinctured by us. There's a bunch of good stuff for bath care and body care. I love it. I love that we're getting into that space because until now, we haven't really touched on beauty that much.
Just crazy. It's a huge, huge segment.
It is. It is huge. It's so huge. And it just makes sense to start getting into it. Danny was talking about in the last episode when she went to CBD.io, how much CBD beauty stuff she saw. She said she saw tons and tons.
I see KushQueen even makes like makeup, like actual like foundation and shit.
Yeah. Like Danny was talking about that too, how they like mascara and all this other stuff with CBD.
Wow.
Yeah, so maybe we'll go that route too. Maybe we'll expand a bit. But right now, we've got pretty much the whole KushQueen line of like skin and bath and all that. So very
we carry their gummies too.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to try those. See you, Anthony.
Catch you later, gang.
Hi, Anthony Sullivan here for the CBD Source Podcast. You've heard the rest, now listen to the best.
Gang's all here. The CBD Gang. Give the show a call at 1-833-223-4264. That's 1-833-CBD-GANG.
All right, gang, that was a very fun, interesting show. Really stepping outside of my wheelhouse, learning about this CBD beauty stuff. I'm going to have to really absorb it because we're really getting into it. It is a huge market, and face it, we're not getting any younger, I'm going to start looking into this a little bit further. We're all so excited here about MJ BizCon. We're going to be heading out there next week. So by the time our next episode goes live, we will be on the floor at the convention, meeting all of you, gang. So if you're going to MJ BizCon, look for us. Come say hi. Chef Ryan's Haunted House seems like it's going to be a fun adventure. I don't know when exactly we're going to get over there, but we'll set that up with a ghost hunting team. If there's any paranormal investigators, psychics, that sort of thing in the Orange County, Sullivan County area of Hudson Valley that might be listening, give us a call, 1-833-CBD-GANG. CBD ghost busting. It could be starting a new trend. And it was good to catch up with Cass and Anthony. Sorry I dropped this episode so late. Seriously, with taking the day after Thanksgiving and the snow day on Monday, that's 5 days of watching Disney Plus. Me and my girlfriend marathoned the entire Star Wars series and The Mandalorian. Last weekend we watched all the Toy Stories. Once we binge through the entire Disney catalog that we care about, then I'll probably end up dumping it. How many of these little streaming services am I going to be tacking on every month? Come on. But that Mandalorian show is kick ass. The Mandalorian show is kick-ass. So anyway, gang, next week's going to be a real fun one. If you are going to MJ BizCon, we have 4 20 to 25-minute interview slots. in our 90-minute block of time that we have Podcast Row rented out. So we filled 3 of the 4 slots. We'll announce who we're going to be interviewing in those 3 slots next week or over the course of the week on Instagram or something. So make sure you subscribe to us, CBD Source Podcast on Instagram. Also on Reddit, it's thecbdgang.com. We'll take you right there. Or if you're already on Reddit, r/CBDgang. But we do have one last slot open, a 20-minute slot to interview someone on Podcast Row on day 2 from 3:15 to 3:35 in the afternoon. Who will it be? Who will fill that spot? Mike Tyson, you going to be around? Snoop? Cheech? Chong? Who's going to be around that we can pull into our podcast booth and interview during that one little 20-minute segment that we have yet to fill? The other 3 segments are big names, so it's going to be fun, gang. So as always, I'll CBD you next Wednesday.
Give the show a call at 1-833-223-4264. That's 1-833-CBD-GANG.
CBD Source Podcast is written, produced, and hosted by Cole Cheney. Graphic design, photo, and artwork by Ryan Weber, Johnny D, Kevin Bierfelt, Steve, and Cole Cheney. Marketing by Penny Spinazzola. Special thanks to our resident CBD guru, Akash Patel, our CBD Source Vape Lounge expert, Anthony Maltese, our C-Body Fitness instructor, Danny, our personal Cannabidiet CBD chef, Ryan Weber, our CBD News co-host and vocal artist, Tasha Miller, and our CBD Gang subreddit mod, social media maven, and wrap-up girl Cass. That's me. Additional thanks to Caitlin, Liz, Ryan, and Kevin for lending your vocal talent. Want to be a guest on the show? Or do you have a great Weed Man van story? Or a story about your craziest experience with the munchies? Call us at 1-833-CBD-GANG. Again, that's 1-833-223-4264. And leave a message. We like your story, we might play it on the show. Visit us on CBDSourcePodcast.com for all your links to social media, YouTube, and our message board, r/CBDGang on Reddit. Be sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you next week.
Related social media pages and interactions are for informational purposes only. The CBD Source Podcast does not offer medical advice. Its host, Cole Cheney, is not a medical professional. His experiences with cannabidiol and other cannabinoids are his own and may not affect you the same way. Everybody's endocannabinoid system is different. The statements made regarding CBD products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. The efficacy of these products and the testimonials made have not been confirmed by FDA-approved research. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. All information presented here is not meant as a substitute for or alternative to information from healthcare practitioners. Please consult your healthcare professional about potential interactions or other possible complications before using any product. The Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act requires this notice.
What is the worst thing that you've ever eaten, you've ever done for food, to get food while you had the munchies? I'd love to know that.
Oh, that's a great idea. What is the craziest munchies you've ever had? What is the biggest crave you've ever had, and the most disgusting thing you might have resorted to? Like, there's just nothing left in the fridge. You came upon some weed, didn't expect it, and didn't do that shop ahead of time to make sure you had something stocked and ready to go for that munchie crave. What did you end up eating? Because that's an interesting concept. Give us a call, 1-833-CBD-GANG. That's 1-833-CBD-GANG. The numbers are 223-4264. I want to hear from you.
And if you have ever eaten garbage, or I should say food out of the garbage while having the munchies, or any other crazy story, crazier story, or maybe a story that's not as crazy, just give us a call.
Did you get so high that you ate your dad's 40-year-old Twinkie collection?
No, I did not do that. And that's probably because I don't eat Twinkies. That's probably the only reason.
Did you at home get so high that you found your parents' wedding cake topper in the freezer, thawed that shit out and munched on it because you just had to have that cake?
If I had one of those spare, just around, I would. I'd be like, sorry, Mom. That's going to just have to be for next anniversary.
Oh, God. I'm defrosting it. It's tough shit, man. And that thing is gone. Did you eat an entire roll of...
cookie dough.
Oh, yeah. Just raw cookie dough.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, that's something a lot of people probably had.
If you went to go make brownies and ate half the batter.
Oh. I bet that's something someone's done, for sure.
Or if you are deciding to eat your leftovers that are about a week old and you're not sure if they're still good, give us a call.
Right. Give us a call. What's the number, Tosh?
1-833-CBD-GANG. That's 1-833-CBD-GANG. CBD Gang, we're looking for your weed man van stories. The typical weed man in van has many faces.
Space Cowboy.
Roach.
Filthy Frank.
Many names.
Scary Van Dam.
Creepy Casper.
Tired Tanner.
And many different types of vans. But everybody has met him, and everybody has a story. What spliff lord turned you to the dank side? We want to hear about your first experience with the wacky weed, the ganja, Miss Mary Jane. You know, trees, trees, trees. Give the show a call at 1-833-CBD-GANG. Tell us your story in 3 minutes or less, and we might play it on the show. Hell, one day we might animate it for our YouTube page. Yowza, it's dank AF in here. Someone's smoking the good stuff in the studio. We'll spray some Ozium and be right back with more of the CBD Source podcast. The gang's all here. The CBD gang.
Stephanie Lynch earlier was talking about how bad for you tanning salons are. I mean, like tanning booths where you sit in there and get those rays.
Right.
Like her friend's dad had gotten melanoma from that. And that's why she does the spray tans, because it's not going to give you skin cancer. So now I'm all nervous about going back to the gym, because that was one of the things I did like about Planet Fitness.
I stopped going to the gym October.
October?
October.
I stopped going a year ago, October.
Fifthlights. Fifthlights.
No, spooky.
Yeah, your showers will never be the same.
Thank you for listening to the CBD Source podcast. This is how we CB do's it.